there. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. Emily Vukovic and Rachel Schoutsen joining you. And this is a show on the road. We have taken the entire Toronto show to downtown Toronto. We are at the Royal Winter Fair, the largest agricultural fair, indoor fair in the country, Rachel.
It is, and it is such an amazing place to be on a smelly Tuesday morning here. It sort of wakes you up. And you know what, Emily, I think for a lot of people across Canada even though this is an event in Toronto, this is such an iconic event because agriculture across Canada is such a huge deal. It is such a huge success. And we're going to be chatting about that throughout the morning show this morning. We're going to be showing you cows as well. Right now we are in, let's call it salon.
That's a nice way to put it. The cow barn. They're being washed because, you know, they sleep, they get a little messy, and before they get shown, they have to make sure that none of their, you know, stuff is all over them. We're going to do lots of fun things today. I hear, Rachel, rumor has it that you get to check something off of your bucket list.
Hopefully there will be some piglets here because my goal is to hold a piglet.
It's on her bucket list. Like, for real. She wants to hold a piglet that badly.
I tried to do it last year and it didn't really work out.
They wouldn't let you.
Correct. This year I'm going to try to make that happen. But you want to know what we need to make happen for you? We need to show you your weather because today, Emily, is the type of day where you want to wear the layers, maybe even the gloves this morning. Yeah, winter is coming.
Yeah, it is that transition where people have to kind of think about putting the snow brushes in the car, getting the salt out, all of those types of things. All right, we're going to throw things over to Tyler Hamilton for more on the snow.
It's great to have you along with us today. You are watching the Weather Network. Rachel and Emily here with you, and we are joining you from the Royal. Emily, do you know how many years the Royal has been happening in Toronto?
Is this supposed to be a trick question?
No.
I know that it was supposed to start in 1921, but there was a problem with restructuring, so it actually had to start in 1922.
Anyways, 97 years. That's the answer I was looking for. 97 years here in Toronto. And this is such an iconic event. I think for many people, it really does signal that, okay, winter is coming. Winter is on the way. And if you have never been to the Royal, it really is such a cool place to check out, especially with the family.
Well, there's animals. There's cows, as you can see. There's a petting zoo, and there's like baby animals. Apparently, there's baby pigs that Rachel is very excited about. There's all sorts of food. There's all sorts of home furnishings. I mean, there is everything that you could ever imagine at this type of event. It is the largest indoor agricultural fair across the country.
It's amazing. Actually, in the world.
In the world.
In the world.
There you have it.
Now, we quickly want to get to your weather story before we talk about some of the fall foods that need to be on your grocery list.
Maybe even a little bit of snow tomorrow. Start thinking about fall foods to have on your grocery list right now.
So let's get the opinions of Emily and Rachel, who are down at the Toronto Winter Fair in Toronto. So ladies, November, fall or winter?
Well, I think this is an easy one for me, Rachel. In fact, I'm going to let you answer for me. What do you think I would say
Emily's
about...
going to say winter.
See?
Anything under 10 degrees, Emily goes, it's winter.
It might as well just be the middle of January.
You know what? I think November is more of a winter month too, especially because the lack of daylight.
Absolutely.
When we lose that daylight, you really start going into survival mode.
You do. You go into hibernation mode. You have to stay warm. You get in cozy. You don't go outside anymore.
No, and you know what? The start of the Royal is a sign that winter is almost here. This is running through the first 2 weeks of November. Emily, we're going to have so much fun here this morning.
We are already having tons of fun. We have seen some pretty cool stuff with these cows behind us, let me tell you.
Absolutely. So stay with us here on the morning show. Your national forecast is coming up, and we're going to have lots more fun here from the Royal. Let us know what you think, though. Is November a winter month or a fall month? You can chime in online this morning.
Hi there, good morning. Thanks for joining us here at the Weather Network. Rachel Schoutsen, Emily Vukovic joining you from Canada's largest agricultural fair. We are at the Royal. We have seen some cows. We are now in the sheep barn. We're checking out some of the sheep. Some of them have been sheared, some of them have not. I feel bad for the sheared one. I think he might be a little cold.
You know what, though? That could be some award-winning wool.
That's very true. We're going to check that out as well. There's lots going on here today. We, of course, are seeing some of the award-winning vegetables. We're seeing some award-winning wool. We've got piglets, lots of foods. Rachel, what are you most excited about?
You know what? The giant pumpkins are pretty cool.
Yeah.
I know we're going to be checking those out. And of course, the piglets as well. Washing a cow. I really want to see you wash a cow.
I
or
could totally
horse or
wash a
something.
cow.
I know. Emily's down with that kind of
Rachel's
stuff.
like, you know all the words. How do you know all the words?
So
for that
when you
stuff
were a
in here?
kid, you used to come to the fair a lot. Tell us about that.
I did. I actually used to ride in the horse
amazing.
shows. It was a lot of fun. I mean, it's bringing back so many like memories, like the nostalgia. When you walk into a barn and you kind of smell the
smell.
smell, it's actually a good memory for me.
That's
like it makes me
awesome.
happy.
That's
Most people
awesome.
are like, oh, I'm like,
So this is your place.
it's kind of like my happy place. Yeah, a little bit.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, now Emily, coming up, we're going to take a look at some of those major, big, huge pumpkins and gourds and stuff. So I want to
Okay.
ask you a question.
Okay.
From the Guinness Book of World Records, Emily, how long was the longest carrot? It was grown in the UK, but what was the length of that carrot?
The longest carrot,
longest carrot ever grown.
3 feet.
Double it.
6 feet?
6.25 feet.
All right, well, before we get to Tyler, because now you've just made me feel silly, today's forecast, we have got a mix of sun and cloud, and we unfortunately have a little bit of snow on the way, potentially. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. We are at the Royal Winter Fair. Rachel Schoutsen and Emily Vukovic with you. We've taken the entire show on the road, and we are going to show you some really cool stuff today. So far, we've already been to the cow barn. We saw a couple of cows being washed and blow-dried and fancied all up for their showing. And now we are in the sheep barn. And Rachel,
Yes.
what is this?
This is wool.
This is wool. Smell it.
Let me smell again. It does smell like a wool sweater.
It smells like a wool sweater.
And award-winning wool behind us.
This is
too.
actually first place wool, I will have you know. There is a huge competition here for the wool, and this is actually auctioned off at the end, and the winner, whoever bids the highest, gets to come and take the wool and spin it and make it into a beautiful wool sweater. So it's going to smell just like this. And it's so interesting because it actually has like a little bit of
It
an
does.
oil
It
on it
does.
as well. And when you shear sheep, have you ever sheared a sheep?
Nope, never.
Really?
Nope.
It's a really cool experience. Doesn't hurt them at all, but then they end up kind of naked and they look a little funny.
They do.
They do.
But extra cute. Almost like they need a sweater.
Yeah. They need to have their own little wool sweater.
You know
I
what? You
suppose.
can learn so much here at the Royal. This is such an iconic event for Toronto. 97 years in the making. And you know, Emily, when I see all of these animals inside here,
Yeah.
I think, imagine all of them on the Gardener. Imagine all of them on the off-ramp getting into here. They had to get here somewhere. They had to be in a vehicle, getting down the highway, getting into exhibition place.
Yes.
It's kind of funny when you think about
And
that,
if you
isn't
can
it?
hear all the noises, I mean, I don't know if you can hear that bah, bah, like it's going on right now, but you could really imagine on the Gardener, you could hear the cows and the sheep and the
Absolutely.
horses and everything making all the noise.
Absolutely. Okay, we want to get to your weather story now because we want to give you a reason to wear a wool sweater this morning. It's the type of snow you talk about. You tell people at work, I can't believe it's snowing. I'm not ready for this. I don't know where my windshield
I don't have
wiper
my
is.
snow tires on yet.
Exactly.
Right.
It's that kind of snow. That is what is coming for us. So get ready for it. And then even the potential for Thursday, more snow with some squalls involved with that too.
Yeah, depending on where you are up towards cottage country, there could be a little bit more accumulation up front.
Now, Emily, we've been learning a lot this morning, and I
Okay.
want to ask you, I'm looking at my clipboard here.
no.
What is Canada's biggest agricultural product?
Wheat.
It is wheat. I told her that during the commercial break.
She
You
did
said
not.
that with way too much confidence. Okay, stay with us here. We're going to be joining you from the Royal all morning long, but your local forecast starts now.
Well, we are live from the Royal Agricultural Winter Fair here in downtown Toronto. Emily Vukovic, Rachel Schoutsen with you, and you need to stay tuned for the next half an hour because we have got some really exciting segments coming up. First of all, we are going to interview Little Ben. I'm not going to give it away of who that is or what that is, but we are going to be holding an interview. Rachel's going to, get some real feel for the person or animal. And I think you're going to try your hand at milking a cow soon.
Milking a cow. That is going to be an exciting segment that you definitely want to stay tuned for.
Because she's never done it before, so you are going to want to see
Am
this.
I in for a treat?
You really are.
I'm excited. I cannot wait. The Royal Winter Agricultural Fair, it is happening now in downtown Toronto. So much to learn for you and the family. It really is a great event for you to come and check out. We'll be giving you the tour all morning, but Emily, we got to get into the weather story because today is the type of day where you need a sweater, and tomorrow some people may need a bit of a shovel.
Well, my kids have actually been wearing toques already
Have
because
they?
my
Good.
kids take after
Good
me. So we could see some accumulation. Yeah, you may need your shovel on Thursday, but for more details and Little Ben, I'm going to turn things over to Rachel.
Okay, you guys got to check this out. Little Ben is the ambassador of the Royal Winter Fair 2019. He is a mini horse CEO. Charlie Johnstone, you must be pretty excited about Little Ben.
We're pretty excited about Little Ben. He's pretty popular. We've had lots of people coming down looking for autographs and selfies with Little Ben.
He is amazing. Now, I saw him on Twitter because he actually took a ride on the GO train, didn't he?
Yeah, that's how he came into the city this year with our partners at Go Transit. Came down and he's been a great ambassador ever since.
Now, for someone who has never been to the Royal before, what can they expect? Why should they bring the family here?
Well, what they should do, this is a place where you can come down and see about 6,000 animals down here at the Royal Agricultural Winter Fair. It's really about bringing country to the city. We've been doing that for 96 years, where you can learn where your food comes from, how it gets from farm to table, see the animals. I mean, we're another generation removed from the family farm. This is where kids can come down and see animals that they just don't see every day in downtown Toronto.
That is amazing. Now, Emily, you got to come over here because I know you are dying to pet Little Ben. Come on, Emily. Look how cute he is. This
Hey,
mini
sweetie.
horse.
Hi,
Just
Bubs.
one of the perks that you can check out here at the Royal.
I'm going to
Isn't
stand
he
on this
cute?
side.
Emily,
He
what
is
do you think
very
of him?
Cute. Oh, I like have such a soft spot for like cute horses.
All right, guys, your local forecast starts right now. Lots more fun from the Royal coming up.
Well, good morning. We are joining you live from the Royal Agricultural Winter Fair. Rachel and I are having such a good time here this morning. We have seen some really cool things with the cows. We saw them being washed. We checked out some of the sheep. We saw some of the award-winning wool. We're going to be checking out piglets. I believe we're going to look at some food demonstrations as well. And right now, Rachel, what are you about to do?
I'm about to milk a cow for the first time.
Oh, I don't need to give you this. You already have your own.
Yeah, I got my own.
How are you feeling about this?
I'm feeling excited. I've never done this before. So we're first going to get to your weather story, and then we are going to get to the udder. And we're going to milk this cow.
All right, so today's forecast, we are looking at a daytime high of about 7 degrees. I believe that we are now going to watch Rachel as she tries to milk this cow.
Okay.
It's all right. She's not going to hurt you, I promise.
I am not good at this. Okay, here we go. I got something here. Yep, I'm getting something here. So what I have realized this morning, oh, that was a good one. What I have realized this morning is I am not a barn person. I'm not. I used to think I was the biggest animal person ever, but I'm actually not because they told me this cow was really nice and calm. I think I'm making it very
I think
uneasy.
you need to stick to poodles.
I think so. I think
poodles
I
are
need
your
to stick
thing.
to poodles. Milking a cow, though, is not as easy as it looks.
You didn't even milk the cow.
I did. I put some milk out of that cow.
Did she? I didn't see that. Someone's going to have to like rewind this for me. And
I'm out
see.
of breath.
She's out of breath from milking the cow. This is remarkable. Okay, well, Rachel.
This is what's her name? Little V?
This is Lady V.
Lady V. Lady V. For some
I like
reason,
Lady
I'm
V.
having a hard time bonding here. I really am.
Really?
Yes.
Meanwhile, okay.
You love this kind of stuff, Emily.
Well, yeah,
Maybe this is more your
It's
thing.
right up my alley. That's why when you asked to milk the cow instead of me, I said, yeah, absolutely. I think we should all watch this because this would be good TV. There's
I
lots
would not survive in the barn.
There's lots of other fun stuff going down at the agricultural fair. You can bring the whole family. There's tons to do. There's horse shows. There's award-winning vegetables.
Yeah, some of the vegetables here, the pumpkins, over 1,700 pounds. And we're going to be showing you that here on the morning show this morning. So, okay, I'm going to take this commercial break to bond a little more with these animals.
With Lady
and
V?
yeah, we'll be back after this. We are joining you live from the Royal Agricultural Winter Fair here in Toronto. Rachel Schoutsen, Emily Vukovic, and you've made a friend.
I've made so many friends here today, Rachel.
How does it feel holding this?
Really soft.
Really?
It's a rooster.
I know. I don't think I'd want to hold it.
Rachel was like, I'm not holding it. You're holding it. I'm totally not holding it.
Oh
There is
my
so
God.
much to see and do here at the fair. I mean, we are going to check it in a minute.
He's like, hold me next.
We're going to check out some baby lambs. They're coming up next. We're going to also check out some baby pigs. There's so many fun things for you to do with the entire family here. This is like a kid's heaven.
It is.
Like,
It is.
Like little Ben,
I
cutest
know.
pony ever.
A mini horse. Truly, any little girl who wishes for a pony is really wishing for Little Ben.
True.
That's what they wanted.
True story.
They absolutely did. Now, I want to get to your weather story before we show you a little bit more about what's going on at the Royal this year. First, Winter is here, and of
Yeah.
course the fair makes me think winter is coming. Trevor, I want you to come in and join us now because you came here from PEI and you brought all of these chickens with you.
Roosters.
How loud was that drive?
Oh, they're not too bad. They're in the back of the truck. They're comfortable. They know how to ride and enjoy
Yeah.
the trip.
So why do you come here? What draws you to the Royal?
I've been showing at the Royals since 1983, and it's still that special show of the year. To come to the Royal, to win at the Royal, is a milestone of the year, and it's often a really good time to be here and to compete with exhibitors that I don't see the rest of the year because I don't come to Ontario all the time to show.
That's amazing. Now, in your opinion, how is Emily doing with this rooster?
Hey, he's happy. She's doing awful well.
what I
Do
thought.
the roosters have names?
Some of them do, not as such as we have to put names on them. So once in a
Okay,
while.
Emily, if you had to name this one, what's the name going to be?
Emily.
Emily. Okay. Good
I
one.
don't know. Foghorn Leghorn?
Okay, Foghorn Leghorn. We're going with that. Trevor, thank you so much for joining us.
welcome.
Your local forecast is coming up now.
Okay, you are not going to believe what's happening right now. Rachel Schoutsen has checked something off her bucket list. This is a list that she's had her entire life, and one of the things was to hold a baby pig, and the kind folks here at the Royal Agricultural Winter Fair have let her do and you are in heaven right now. Hi,
Can't
sweet
squeeze
piggy.
it. We need to be just really calm with it. That's the rules.
You are the wrong person to give this pig to. She's so excited. She just wants to
Makes me honestly
squeal.
never want to eat bacon ever again.
Oh, all right. We've got some nutritional choices happening here. There is so much to do down here for the entire family. There are horses, there are pigs, there are sheep, there are roosters. I just actually held a rooster for the first time, and that was a very interesting experience. Of
I'm
course,
glad you went first. You get the rooster, I get
and you
the
get the
piglet.
baby pig.
Totally
That's
won
fine.
here. Emily, do you know that this little guy was born October 20th?
Oh, he's so little.
So little, so young.
So little. Hi, sweet babies.
So adorable.
Look,
I'm in love.
I don't know. Can you even work for the rest of the
can't
day?
work.
I don't know.
can't work.
Okay, let's take a look at your weather story. We are going to be seeing a good day today.
I think it's going to be more of the conversational type of snow, especially
Yeah.
for people within the GTA. No one's going to be shoveling this, but it's going to be the type of snow where you think, okay, winter's coming. I need to get the winter gear in check. I need to book an appointment for my winter tires. I actually was thinking I'm probably going to do that on Friday.
See, and here's Rachel's winter tire regime. She gets them on before anyone else, and then calls me out on television every week and says, "Hey, Emily, have you gotten your winter tires put on? Because I did. I did."
You know what, Emily? On Friday, I'm going to the snow show, so that's going to really
then yes.
invigorate me to do it because it's going to get me totally excited about winter. And the only way you can enjoy winter is if you truly are prepared for it.
It's true. So think about your snow brush, top up your windshield wiper fluid because your commute tomorrow, it's going to be slushy potentially depending on where you're traveling, especially up towards the 400. The escarpment can see a little bit more mixing, possibly a little tiny bit of accumulation. Up towards Cottage Country, we're looking at a couple of centimeters, so just keep that in mind.
Now, I just want to make sure we get a really, really good shot of this piglet, okay? Just before
Are you going to
we get-
name the piglet?
Oh, yeah. What should this piglet be named? Babe.
Bacon?
Babe? Babe would be a good one. Well, okay, my dog's name is Sunny. How about we call him Cloudy?
Perfect.
Cloudy the piglet.
Your locals start now.
Things just keep getting better and better here at the Royal. We are joining you live from Toronto, Rachel and Emily, and we've made some friends this morning. These are the little lambs. Emily, are you in heaven?
I really am. I don't need to work anymore. You were all about the baby pig. I am all about the baby lamb. And
Yours?
Mama is
Yeah.
actually being very well behaved. Normally, Mama freaks out a little bit when you take their babies away, but she is being very well behaved. And so are her babes. Look
I
at
know.
these guys.
They are amazing.
This is the boy, this is the girl, and they're actually having a name the baby contest here. Of course, we are at the Royal Agricultural Winter Fair. There is so much to do for the entire family. I mean, kids get to come and hang out with these baby animals.
Mine's pretty vocal. It's actually really cute. It's
Mine wants to
adorable.
escape. Mine's like,
and
"Get me out of here."
what I love about the Royal is how much you can learn here. Whether it's looking at some of the biggest pumpkins ever grown, almost 1,700 pounds. It's pretty
Yeah.
amazing. Or some of the animals that you can interact with, learning about butter, learning about eggs. We eat eggs every morning, but how much do you really know about them? How much do you really know about all the dairy that's in your household, right? This is totally the place to come, and it's an awesome event. It's been happening for 97 years in Toronto.
Yeah, it is really spectacular. So before we, talk to somebody about these sheep, let's get to your weather story. We're going to talk about the sun that we could potentially see later on this afternoon. Mix of sun and cloud, daytime high of 7 degrees. Tomorrow we have the potential to see a little bit of snow. Now it's going to be more so mixing for the GTA, but higher elevation could actually see a couple of centimeters up towards cottage country.
Oh, absolutely. Now I want to introduce you to Matthew. And Matthew, let's talk a little bit about wool, because this is an amazing thing to have in your wardrobe, to have in your cupboard, right?
Very much so. Wool is the most sustainable of all the natural fibers. It has miracle properties. It's flame retardant. It's antimicrobial. Humans have been wearing it for centuries, but our initiative, the Campaign for Wool, was created because our founder, the Prince of Wales, found that people were forgetting about how amazing wool was. And in this day and age, when a third of all the plastics in the ocean are coming from laundry, we should be thinking more than ever about wearing natural fibers, and there's no better natural fiber than wool.
That is so true. And at the Weather Network, I've done so many stories about microplastics, and it is such a big issue, even here at home within the Great Lakes. So wool is a good choice for that, right?
Exactly. Like any natural fiber, when you wash wool, it gives off fibers as well, but it'll break down naturally in the environment. Whereas if you're washing synthetics, that just lives in the environment forever, ends up in your sushi.
That is good to know. All right, lots more from the Royal coming up.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. We are at the Royal Agricultural Winter Fair. Rachel Schoutsen, Emily Vukovic with you. We have been here all morning, Rachel, and we are learning so much. We're learning about butter. We're learning about eggs. We just got to hold baby sheep, lambs.
That was really fun.
You got to hold a piglet.
I know.
That was a really big deal.
It's been a good day, and what I'm loving so much about the Royal, of course, is the culture and the history that it has here in the city, but how much a family can learn. If you have never been to the Royal, let's say you have kids at home that are 5, 10, even 15, we can learn so much here, can't we?
Yeah, I've been in 20s, 30s, and 40s.
Yeah, bring anybody, essentially.
Yeah, it's so much fun. Now, before we get to kind of what's going on here, because we are cooking up a bit of a feast, let's get to your weather story. We are expecting to see temperatures today.
All right, but we certainly have enough food here to talk about until your local forecast. So let's get into that right now. Jasmine, what is the culinary experience here at the Royal?
Okay, so we are at the Burnbrae Farms Royal Culinary Academy, and we are 10 days, 43 top chefs, all cooking with local ingredients. So we're basically bringing farm to table through a cooking class.
That is so cool. And anyone that is checking out the Royal can experience this?
100%. You go to royalfair.org, and you go to the food and lifestyle section, and you'll see the Burnbrae Farms Culinary Academy. Click on that. You see all the great cooking classes that are available.
Amazing.
And for just $20, you get to learn how to make a restaurant quality dish using local ingredients with a top chef, and then you get to sit down and eat it.
Oh, that sounds like a deal to me. It sounds like a good date night too. So chef, you got to tell us what is going on here. You just made this amazing stir fry. What's coming up next?
Well, we wanted Korean food, and I love Korean food, so we thought Korean food for breakfast is perfect, right? And Burnbrae Farms, who's one of our big sponsor, Korean food is perfect with that nice runny fried egg right on top. So we're just making a nice fried egg. We're going to put it on top and garnish it, and away we go.
So this is an example of a recipe that people could come here and learn how to make, right?
Yeah, we've got, a perfect example. Yesterday we had Ethiopian food, and then we had West Indian curry the other day. We had pierogies made live with the kids.
This sounds delicious.
A lot of
so
fun
this
stuff.
is something that you need to check out at the Royal. It's all about the animals and also the cooking.
Well, hi there. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. Emily Vukovic and Rachel Schoutsen have been joining you all morning long because this is our show on the road. We've picked up the entire GTA show and we've taken it down to the Royal Agricultural Winter Fair. And right now, we are standing in the spotlight of local with Metro. We are going to be talking about some delicious desserts in just a few moments. But first, there are so many things to do here at the Royal. You can check out the cows. You can check out the baby pigs. You can check out the baby lambs. You can hang out with the actual full-size pigs if you dare, because they're pretty noisy. But we've had so much fun here. There's tons to do for the entire family. There is a ton of food. And of course, we're going to get to this dessert in just a second. But I think it's a good segue because we're getting cold. Temperatures are really going to be cooling down for parts of the GTA. All right, I'm going to bring Rachel and Andrew into this now. And Andrew, you are showcasing your winning dessert desserts. Now, before Rachel interviews you and asks you about them, I'm going to eat one. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Which one are you going for,
I want the
Emily?
strawberry one.
Going for. So first of all, I think we need to add some context as to what this is, right? This
Well,
is
yeah, that's
ice
your job.
cream.
My
So
job's to eat
ice
it.
cream. Basically, Andrew, you had this amazing idea, and you're in this competition with Metro, and you've created this banana ice cream, and so far you have
my gosh.
won top pick out of the people who have visited the Royal and said you've got the best product. So tell us about it.
Wait,
Sure.
wait. Can I keep eating it?
Absolutely.
Out of here?
Okay,
Yeah.
get out of the shot. You go.
Yes.
Now it's mine.
It's hers now. So the first thing I'll tell you is it's actually not ice cream. It's a frozen dessert that we make from bananas, so it's non-dairy. So we use a process like ice cream, so it's got fat and protein and sugar. We use the same kind of equipment, but we use banana puree instead of cream. So it's 100% non-dairy, vegan product, and it comes in 3 great flavors. We've got Emily's trying Monty's favorite strawberry.
Nice.
Oh, good.
We've also got Holly's favorite mango and Eddie's favorite chocolate. And Holly, Monty, and Eddie are my 3 kids.
That's amazing. Now, this is a product that you can come down, you can check out at the Royal. There's lots of interesting food vendors here, lots of crafts as well, and of course the animals. Our fun continues this morning. They have given us access into the petting zoo, and this guy is all over Emily. They know who has got the food and who has got the treats. You know what? I was actually mentioning Emily at how well behaved they were, but this guy is starting to change the game.
Look at you. You were so greedy.
This is something that you can come down to the Royal. You can check it out. For 97 years,
this really
the
happening
Royal
right
has been
now?
creating a buzz around the city of Toronto. I don't think Emily's going to get left alone. He is on ya.
Yeah,
he is
he's a
on ya.
fan.
Petting the animals, visiting the animals, looking at some of the amazing agriculture
Don't
that is
start with
grown
me
across
again.
Canada.
Yeah, get her.
This is what the Royal is all about. I think he understands that I've got some authority here.
Really?
Down. I don't think they understand
Not
down.
at all.
Okay, let's take a look at your weather story first, because we are going to give you a reason to wear a sweater this morning. We're going to give you a reason to maybe start thinking about the winter tires that are coming into the picture as well. Okay, so buckle up for about 2 days for some potential snow, for some cold temperatures that are moving into the picture as well.
This guy.
This guy is just loving you, Emily. Now, I want you to check this out. Look at this alpaca. Look at
Oh
the
my gosh,
hair.
look at the hair.
Look at the hair on this guy. Hi. Hello.
There are so many different things that you can do here at the
there you
Royal.
go.
Rachel and I have had so much fun. We have been hanging out with baby pigs. We got to hold some lambs. We got to check out the butter demonstration. We
Doesn't
got to
this look like Sunny?
like your dog.
Yeah, kinda.
Rachel somehow segues everything back to Sunny. Oh, we got to milk a cow. That was really,
Yes,
really cool. Rachel,
milking
you
a
were
cow was
so
cool.
good at it.
Yeah, right. I was not
She
good
was
at milking
awful
a cow.
at it. Awful. It
You
was
know, I think
incredible.
I've discovered this morning that big animals, and essentially anything over 40 pounds, is really not my cup of tea.
Which I kind of discovered is my
Yeah.
cup of tea.
Yeah, so we're gonna balance each other out
Yeah,
with these animals.
I think
I'll
it's
take all the
good.
small.
Yeah.
But you were good with that rooster. I actually.
Oh, really? Really?
I couldn't believe you held that rooster.
It was
That seemed
fine.
pretty
Like,
intense.
the rooster
There
did
you go.
not bother me at all. Ow, that kind of hurt though.
I like how this guy has not bothered me once.
No,
But
because
this
he knows
little
I'm going to
guy-
give him food.
Hi. You are so sweet.
Yes, the rooster was an interesting thing, but that's why it's so
okay, he
great
just
for
took
the
my cup.
entire
He just-
family
hold on.
because the kids they love it down here for this
Emily,
very
look at his
reason.
nose. He has my cup on the tip
Good.
of his nose.
So he left you alone, but he took your cup. So kids get to experience all this. You can come into the petting zoo. You can eat them. They don't bite you. They just take the food. They're quite gentle.
This is such a great
the
event for
most
the
part.
family to come and check out. I've been having a great time here this morning.
Me too.
Stay tuned for more.